Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. It is June 12th. And today I want to talk about the fruits of the Spirit. And for whatever reason, I had been hesitant to talk about this, and I don't know why. I wrote up notes on the fruits of the Spirit last week, and I meant to speak on it, but I kept putting it off. And I don't know why. I just kept saying, no, I'm going to talk about something else. I'm going to talk about something else. And I'm like, why am I putting this off? And then I started thinking about the fruits of the Spirit, and I was like, maybe I know why, because I maybe haven't been doing too well in those areas, so I don't want to talk about them. And then I thought, what does it matter if you're not doing well in them? Talk about them anyway. So, what are the fruits of the Spirit? The fruits of the Spirit are perfections that the Holy Spirit produces in a disciple's life. They are the counterbalance to the vices of this world. Now, when I say counterbalance, I mean to oppose or balance with equal weight. So to counterbalance, like the vices of the world, good, evil, happy, sad, left, right, stuff like that. So let's read what it says about the fruits of the Spirit in Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 through 23. It says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance," which is also patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things, there is no law. So those are the fruits of the Spirit. And as Christians, we have to constantly ask God how we can remain consistent in these areas and do better. And as humans in general, that's tough to constantly be joyful, to be peaceful, to be patient, because we know the people and things of this world are going to try us every day. Our kids, our husband, our coworkers, people are going to try us. And it's easy to slip into the flesh and cuss somebody out or get that neck rolling, or as my sister says, get the Shaniqua to come out and act all out of character. And then when it's all said and done, you're like, that wasn't me. No, that was not you. That was the enemy using you. So let's think before we act or speak. This is why we need to ask God to say, hey, Lord, help me do better in the areas, when I'm enacting the fruits of the Spirit. Help me to be a, better person in, help me be more gentle. Help me have self-control. Help me have more peace, just help me in these areas because, God's not, we're not perfect, but God's love is, but God, he will help us. In 1 John chapter 2, verse 5, it says, "But if anyone obeys his word, love for God is truly made complete in them." This is how we know we are in him. We have to obey. God's going to help us out. He's our dad. He loves us. In Romans chapter 3, verse 23, it says, "For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God." Guess what? We're going to make mistakes. We're going to cuss somebody out accidentally. We're going to fall into that bonquisha. We're going to get an attitude with people. But we have to remember, once we've done that, or if we slip, we have to say, you know what? That was not right. You have to ask God for forgiveness and say, put me in a better posture. Help me to not act or continue to act in this manner. Help me show love. Help me show patience. Help me show self-control so that I do not do that again. And that's what it's all about. It's not about doing it and then asking God to forgive you and doing it again. If you're doing it and asking God for forgiveness, what you need to do as a responsible Christian is say, Lord, what can I do to not do this down the road? What can I do? Help me so when this situation comes up again, I don't cuss that person out. I do something else. Help me to show self-control. Help me to show patience so that I don't slip into my flesh and do and say those things that I'm going to regret. That's what we need to be doing. And again, I said as humans, it's virtually impossible. But guess what? With God, nothing is impossible. It says it in Matthew 19:26. With man, this is impossible. But with God, all things are possible. That's why we need to stay in the word and be prayerful and talk to God and ask him to help us every single day. Like I said, we're going to fall short every day. It's just the world that we live in, the sinful world we live in. But God is going to help us. And again, we're not going to be perfect, but we can do better. So the takeaways for today are, Yes, we know we're not all perfect, but God's love is, and He's here to help us. Ask God for help. Read the Word. And no, nothing is impossible with God. I hope this touched someone's spirit today and it helped you out. You guys have a blessed one. Take care.